morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome to the first session of our workshop to make sure that everyone is in the correct room. This workshop is resources available to parents from the Louisiana Department of Education. There's a sign-in sheet that's going to be going around. And just to give you a little information about your presenter here. Today with us we have Ms. Margaret Maggie Rowan, the state coordinator. She currently serves as the state coordinator for parental rights. Involved for Ms. became the Louisiana Department of Education IDEA Compliance Monitoring Coordinator. She collaborates with the state's Parent Information and Resource Centers, the PIRC, the Parent Training and Information Centers, the PTIC, 10 regional families, Helping Families Resource Centers, parent liaison in each district. She has quite a resume. Can everyone please welcome me?
I feel like I've walked in the shoes of a lot of some. I have a child who has some pretty serious problems, and I had to work and fight that some of our current, we had a good outcome with our child. Certainly, I know the frustrations parents feel, and from my vantage point, there's one really good, and experience has been one field like mine has been in education. So, although it doesn't seem maybe from, just the vantage point of right here and now that you're making gains, longitudinally, I think there has been real progress. Back when I was working in East Baton Rouge Parish, I worked as a transition coordinator, so I worked with families and helped families to get their children services from OCPD, Office for Citizens, get them on the Medicaid waiver, to do that kind of thing. I helped them to access vocational rehabilitation services for supported employment workshops, all of that kind of thing. It was up back then. Now, in many respects, for those services, is our, the state budget, the economy, all of that, and the fact that there aren't jobs out there for, for able-bodied people. So it's difficult. So I know it's hard for you. I had my own man at home, and we cried at the kitchen table together over math assignments. He and I, and my husband paced the floor in the background, wondering what he was going to do with them both of them. I feel your pain. I really do. I cried at school with people. Here I'm a professional special educator, working, taught English. I cried with the teachers, crying as they told me the problems my kid was having. So, my presentation is from the heart. I'm going to try to do really the best resource that the Department of Education has, and that would be our website. We have got things on the website that are constantly changing. Now, if you tried accessing our website and been disappointed, we have been going through reorganization. There are still going to be changes made to the website. But if you know how to navigate, if you know how to access information, you are going to have a wealth of knowledge that's going to give you the backbone, and it's going to give you the basis for the power that you need when you go into a classroom and talk to a teacher, or when you go to a principal and you need to talk to the principal. You need to have some information about the school, about the state, about testing requirements, all of that. You just need to be informed. And it's a lot of work. It's not easy. You've got your account from Families Helping Families. I told Cindy Arsenault I was just going to tell you all to go on in to her session because she is where I refer so many of our parents. We've got the 10 regional families helping families organizations, and those folks are the ones that are the boots on the ground for a lot of our families. When I started working with special ed parents, there wasn't anybody who could come in and sit in an IEP conference and help a family make decisions and understand the law. And now there are families helping families and resource centers that would do that, facilitators that will help with that. I know they're not all over the place, but there is a possibility they should get that kind of assistance. So, things have gotten better, things have changed, and I'm hoping that I can do some information here about the website that will help. The theme of this really is that knowledge is power. This is about as good as I can get this to look up here. So most of the stuff that I'm referring you to, I've got screenshots here. So if you want to take notes, go along, that'll be fine. Let's skip to the page 2. It says knowledge is power. You'll see there that the website is available. Very easy to get to. What is contained on the website? Just a wealth of reports, information, all kinds of stuff. And I've listed it in my PowerPoint, and then we'll go back at the end and we'll go to the website itself. But I wanted you to know what kind of stuff you can find if you go online. First of all, you've got your state, district, and school reports. So you can actually look up the school that your child is attending that you wanted to know about. How are those kids doing? How many children are there in poverty to attend your school? How many certified teachers are there? The school report card kind of information, that's on this website. Also the district information. How many highly qualified teachers are there? That type of thing. So this is all available. I'll show you where. There's also a place for testing requirements. Go down the side here, and that's where I pulled most of the information about the stuff that's available. So you can learn about the LEAP requirements, about the iLEAP requirements, about the EOC. Does anybody know what EOC is? End of course tests that have now replaced the graduation exit test. So those are like Algebra 1. You have to pass that Algebra 1 test at the end. So here is an explanation that tells a little bit about that requirement, how it works, how it would impact your child. If you have a special needs child, there's a whole page on accommodations that you can access online. It'll tell you what kinds of things you might want to be interested in asking for and discussing in an IEP conference. The GEE is the last of the student testing requirements. That's the graduation exit exam. That still impacts some of our kids who are in school, but it's going to be phased out, and that EOC end of course test is going to be the one that we'll be using here on after. There's a whole place where you can access information about the Recovery School District. So they got Mr. Ballas' picture, and they got information about the Recovery School. They got the parent pages that you can access from the Recovery School District. And I'll tell you, Recovery School District pressed the socks off the federal government when they came in and monitored the last time. So were you there? So she's still that contact in Washington, UK, still talks about it. So we did ourselves proud, and it wasn't any of my doing. There was Recovery School District staff, and apparently it exists. There's a place where you can read about charter schools. So you can also pick up one of these pamphlets that I ran across on charter schools. And then there's a special parent involvement page, which before I retire at the end of this summer, I will be uploading with resources for parents. So at any time you can go and access information there or links to other resources. superintendent. There's a place you just click. And if you have a concern, now you know it's like Taylor Swift. She's not going to read all of her fan mail and answer all her fan mail herself. But if there is a question that needs to be answered, you can be sure that he's got the best staff in the building reading his mail. So, you know, and I know he would want me to tell you to contact him if you have concerns. He also has a blog that he encourages all the people in the department to read so that we know what he's thinking and what kind of things are happening in his administrative life as the chief of our school district, or state school organization. There's also a way for you to contact state personnel. So if you remembered my name or you remembered the name of somebody who worked for the state and you want to get a hold of them, very simple to do that. You just have to know how to click your way through this process. It's right there. And usually it's pretty up to date. You know, websites are no good if people don't get after them and keep them up to date. And we have a webmaster, and that's what he does. He just keeps that stuff as correct as possible. Okay, you can ask. There's a list of most requested information. You might want to read that. Parents are constantly, and the public are constantly writing with requests for information, and so you can see what other people want to know. So in case you don't even know the questions to ask, you can see what questions other people are asking. So that's good. The superintendent would not want me to fail to mention that the department's vision and mission and goals for all of its students statewide are on the website. So that's a click away, so you can see where we're headed. And then they've got the latest in education news. You can see how this thing keeps changing. This is live, so I've got it connected to the website right now. And they have their lead stories, and they just keep changing. You can click on it if you want to read more about any of those. So it's very, very timely. We have a very forward-thinking superintendent. Down to the bottom square, the website content, there are important links to resources that are available online. So all through, you can click and get to some other place that's important for you to visit. You can find out about major department initiatives. This is what's going to happen when they redo our website. They're going to change it so that it's real obviously there are three major focuses. One is literacy. Number 2 is college and career readiness. And number 3 is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So all of those are the 3 areas that they're working on to try to help us get our race to the top, and they just kept on going. They've got good people working there. They're working hard. There's a lot of pressure on all of them. They're charting progress. They're looking at graduation rates. They're just, it's a frenzy up there in the department. And they're working on behalf of all of the families in the state. I think there's a real sense of purpose. So,
I have a question. So they continue to work on the race to the top money since they didn't get it this year. They're going to work on receiving it next year. They're going to be applying. Is that right?
I don't know if they're going to have any money to give out for the race to the top again. That was a one-time source of funding. And we had a second shot, and I guess we didn't get that second shot either. But the superintendent has promised that even though we didn't get those gazillions of dollars that were supposed to go along with the race to the top, we're just going to go slow, with all of the reforms that he had in mind. So we'll be in line with where we're supposed to be. I just was bragging about you. As our recovery school district parent coordinator, who did such a good job when the monitors came to visit. So, okay, down at the very bottom, there's question and answers that are provided by the department. So I'll try to find that again. I found it the first time, I'll try to find it again. There's information on the top scholarships. There's information. When they tell you there's no money to do something, you ever wonder Well, I read e-grants, which are electronic applications. The state serves as the, flow through for all the federal money. So right there online is where all the IDEA and where all the NCLB dollars, Title I dollars are in the budget. So I can show you where that is. It's public information. You can print out, if you have a printer and all the equipment, you can print out what the budget is, where the money goes. So as just an oversight person, how good is that to know where the money goes? So that's a very powerful thing, and I think we need more oversight there. But it's hard to get to. This is like a deep pit. And you just got to know where to go, what level, and you just keep going down. But I'll show you where that is particularly, because it looks like some of you are interested in that. There are also some monitoring reports on district programs. When I used to be in charge of the IDA monitoring, we would take off any student-specific information on the reports, and we would upload them to the website. And so if you wanted to see what we found when we went to Calcasieu Parish, for example, or any other parish, what kinds of non-compliant findings did we come across? They were right there. And if you wanted to see the corrective action plan that we built with the district, what they were going to do to correct, that would also be right there. So that's powerful also. And of course, we got the same thing for NCLB. Of course, there are the schedules for all the state meetings and activities. There's lots of things going on at the department. If you're close enough to Baton Rouge, you'll be able to catch trainings and in-services and things like that. I'm the only one at the state who does parental involvement. I'm right now doing the work of 3 official job descriptions. And then we lost our secretary, so now I'm making out the envelopes and sending out the letters. So, I've planned a lot of initiatives and trainings because I can't be away from the office. And then I do monitoring, so I'm out, discussing parental involvement with the districts who have things happening. So, we're hoping to get additional staff. Okay. Where do I begin? Okay. I wanted to mention in this slide that, the libraries, of course, everybody knows have computers. But also, a lot of times I will see in the e-grants when I read them that schools have set up parent centers. And in those parent centers, or maybe the district has a parent center, and they'll have computers that parents can use. So I'm thinking if you have an interest, you might ask at your school. They may just have forgotten to mention that. They could do a better job of telling us what they have for us to use. So you can ask and see if you could access that way. Okay. So the rest of these are all screenshots. I'm going to tear off this PowerPoint, which is kind of a summary. These are screenshots, and this is the way I like to do my stuff. I used to teach special ed, and I'm not a computer whiz, so I am the perfect one to explain this. Because, I just barely understand it myself. Okay, this website, this is the page, that arrow is the picture that I captured when I did this. These, across the top, are where you have to click in order to get down to your first level. So, if I take my arrow and go, we're at the home. If we want to go to the student, look at all the list of stuff that you can access for students. All of this. And I just picked out TOPS as an example of some of the stuff that's there. And there's lots of Louisiana Office of Student Finances. It's all there. Now, your kid's going to be interested in going to this. I don't even know why they have kids on there. It shouldn't even say student, because the parents are really the ones that need to go there, and then bring the kids to come see it too. You know, things don't happen unless the parents get involved. It's been my experience. So maybe it's some of our top flight high schools that are going there. Okay. Now, anytime you want to get back, of course, you've got your arrow up in the left-hand corner, or you can X out and you have to start over again. Here's the parent click. Okay, all of this are resources for you. Of course, some of them are open to you, right? Student. Go over to your am I doing this in the order I did? Yes, I am. Okay, and see I got my important arrow on the parental involvement. This is the page that I just worked on with our webmaster not too long ago, and I kind of quit working on it because I knew they were reorganizing. But at the time that I did this, which actually has been several months now, these were all live sites, so they were links. So here's Louisiana Parent Information and Resource Center. That's the PERC. Robin Clark is doing the presentation over there. This is a federally funded program for helping parents. So it's your resource. Every state has one now. So, you know, that goes on and on. Answer any questions you have. National Network of Partnership Schools, phenomenal. If you're one of those parents who sits on a school improvement team, or if you sit on any active group at your school, get people to talk about this partnership schools. Because it's like a curriculum that helps a school know how to reach out to parents and how to make the community kind of come in to the school classroom. So National Network is great. And it isn't that expensive. I think it's like $400 for a school to belong. Louisiana Parent Congress, how many people have gone to that? That's a very active group. Harvard Family Research Project, you know, all of that. And I guess it's too boring to go through the whole thing. But anyway, those are good resources for you. Okay, let's go on to the next page. I skipped the administrators. Skip business, those might interest you. Bessie, I clicked on that because charter schools. Did they take that off? Oh, I didn't get to it. Okay, there it is. So, you know, if you've been wondering how charter schools work, go here. Describes them, charter school overview. Of course, you've got your Bessie homepage, your Bessie member directory. How powerful is that to know the name of your Bessie representative? Linda Johnson here in the Orleans area. If you need somebody to hear you out, that's what they do. They are supposed to represent the community. Okay, back to the homepage. Okay, now the next place to investigate is all down here. All of those take you to levels. The districts at a glance. All right, this is what happens to me. I'm a state employee and I gotta sit here and wait. And that's what happens at the department, even though I'm real close to the files there at the department. You know, they're right there probably in the next hallway, but I have to wait. And if you drop down here, district at a glance, charter schools at a glance. Okay, Acadia Parish, of course, begins with A. They're always the first one. You go down here. The example that I put out for you was Orleans. And then it says run the report. If anybody has a better way how to go through a website, I'd like to know. I love. And I couldn't get this to print out the whole thing. You gotta keep running the arrows around to get everything. But you can see things like trend data, which is very important. Trend data lets you know if schools are on the right track. You know, their scores might be low, but are they getting better? Are they doing better? That lets you know if the administrator, if the people who are on the team are taking the right steps. So you look for improvement when you've got an 07, 08, you've got an 08, 09, or 09, 10. And then, of course, they've got the state profile to compare with. So you can see the average for the states. There's the state profile here. There's Orleans Parish. So you can see the comparison. So this is children across the state. This is how Orleans Parish did in comparison. It's got the district performance scores, all of that stuff, very complicated. Accountability data. I suppose you want to have stars, as many stars as you can, would be a good thing to remember. Being in decline, no growth, would not be so good. So those would be things you might want to ask your administration about at your school or your district administration. What are they doing about this? How come you got this poor label?
Just quickly, when it says Orleans Parish, is that just MAPS or is it inclusive of RSD as well?
It's not RSD. RSD has its own.
As its own?
Right.
Okay.
And this is just an example, but you can find your own district and you can find your own school. Trying to remember how to find a school again. Let's go through it now. Okay. Go back. So don't give up if you have to wait. Don't give up. Interpreting test scores. We have a nice little thing here on interpreting test scores and questions that you might have about tests. I would think there'd be lots of questions about tests if that's what kids held back. So you want to know as much as you can about them. So there are some questions and answers. Testing information. Districts and schools. Here's where the schools come in. So you've got LEAP. What is LEAP? All this stuff talking about LEAP. Actually, more than what would really is helpful sometimes. Policy, testing information policy, standards, all of that. And then down below are the frequently asked questions. There are the special populations. Oh, look at this. This is the page. Testing accommodations. LEAP and GEE accommodations. and then all the different kinds of tests.